Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn is one of the most popular Nickelodeon shows, and after 3 years, it's still running strong. It launched acting careers of several talented kid actors, and today, we'll explore them in more detail. Stay tuned to see how the show made Lizzy Greene's dreams come true.
Hey guys, check out our new member of the family, Toy Hub. Toy Hub is the ultimate place for kids to get their daily dose of crunchy slime, squishy slime, sticky slime, Play-Doh, color learning, and so much more. We have lots of fun with the most awesome toys and amazing stories for kids. Make sure to show it to all the kids in your family, and while you're there, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button at Toy Hub. It's playtime!
Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Now let's check out the cast of Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn in real life. Ann Harper. You probably know Ann Harper as the caring mom of the quadruplets who takes charge and doesn't put up with any nonsense. But just how much do you know about the actress behind the role? Her name is Allison Munn, and you wouldn't believe it when we tell you that she was in absolutely all of your favorite sitcom series. Remember What I Like About You with Amanda Bynes? She was playing Tina Haven, who is an outspoken and straight-to-the-point character. She also played Lauren on One Tree Hill, and even played Caroline in That 70s Show. And before you ask, no, she's actually not related to the popular actress Olivia Munn. However, Allison in real life is actually quite similar to the character she plays on Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. She's actually a mom and has 2 kids. We bet her role as Anne gave her some new insight into motherhood and confirmed that quadruplets are a lot of work. The characters really look like one big happy family, but they actually act that way behind the scenes too. Isn't that cute? Everyone deserves to have such a caring mother like Ann Harper. But all mothers have a secret, and Anne is no exception. Did you know her real name is actually not Anne? It's Chantal. We wonder how many other secrets this character is hiding. Tom Harper. Thomas Harper is definitely one of the most interesting characters on the show, and a typical Nickelodeon dad. While he's a father of 4 children, he seems to take more interest in his gadgets and technology, while his wife takes care of the kids. He's still affectionate, but it looks like he's interested in other things around him. Sounds a bit unfair, doesn't it? Tom even owns a restaurant, but it seems like he's never actually working. Well, luckily the real-life Tom Harper doesn't share anything with his character, other than his looks. His real name is Brian Stepanek, and he's also been on some of your favorite shows, and you probably don't even know which. Did you know he's the voice of the dad on The Loud House? And he even voiced Martin on Bolt alongside Miley Cyrus? You might also know him as the hotel engineer Arwen on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. It sounds like Brian is pretty busy. Luckily, the actor is a bit more interested in this show than his actual character. You should check out his Instagram, where he sometimes posts behind the scenes of the show. Do you remember this diva? These two look like they definitely get along. Brian has 3 children, and we bet he's not as uninvolved in their lives as Tom is. May Valentine. Coming up next is May Valentine, Dawn's best friend, who also easily gets along with everyone else in the Harper family. She's dating Miles, who also has some real-life secrets. May is portrayed by Kyla Drew Simmons, whose acting career is growing bigger by the minute. You might have spotted Kyla in a Jessie episode called From the White House to Our House, where she played Taylor, or perhaps you've seen her in How I Met Your Mother's episode called Mom and Dad. We're certain Kyla will be landing more and more roles, but we have to admit that we do love her bubbly character in Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. We bet you didn't know Kyla actually has asthma. She needs to carry her inhaler at all times. Kyla is also bilingual. She speaks English and Spanish. She also says she's obsessed with colleges Stanford and MIT, and she was in 10th grade at just 12 years of age. Sounds like she's a pretty smart cookie, doesn't it? Kyla's personality is actually a lot similar to May's, and it seems like everyone loves her. She can be goofy and bubbly, but she definitely seems to take her acting career very seriously. We can't wait to see what's in store for Kyla next, but we have to say that we also love her on the show. Eiffel. Next is a popular ballet dancer and a star of her own reality show called Life of Eiffel. We loved seeing the quadruplets sitting in front of TV and getting excited over Eiffel's new show. She appeared in only 2 episodes, but it made everyone buzz when they saw who was playing Eiffel. The real-life version of the character goes by the name Maddie Ziegler, and you might know her from the hit TV show Dance Moms and Sia's music videos. Maddie was named one of the most influential teens in 2016, and she definitely left her mark in the dance world. She has almost 10 million followers on Instagram and just over 1 million on Twitter. But there's a reason why Maddie's so popular and so unbelievably talented. This little power machine trains in a dance studio for 40 hours a week. That's a full-time job. She's constantly on the road, and she definitely is one of the most recognizable teenage celebrities over the past few years. Sia personally cast Maddie to be in her videos after watching her dance on Dance Moms. She reached out to her on Twitter, and the rest is history. Did you know her actual name wasn't going to be Maddie? Her parents named her Taylor and changed it to Madison just a few days after she was born. We'd love to see more of Eiffel on the show. Lilly. And then there's Eiffel's sister Lilly, who also stars on the Life of Eiffel reality show. Lilly's character also appeared on 2 episodes of Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn, but the actress who plays her is so popular, those were some of the most talked about episodes ever. You know her too! It's Mackenzie Ziegler, the other half of the duo that is the Ziegler sisters. She also made a name for herself after starring in the popular Dance Moms series. And although she was often overshadowed by her big sister, Mackenzie is also an amazing dancer, and on top of that, she's absolutely hilarious. If you saw the show, you probably remember her saying that she doesn't want to go on Broadway, she just wants to stay at home and eat chips, which is absolutely hilarious. Just like her sister, Mackenzie is still dancing, but she's also dedicating a lot of her time to her music career. In 2017, she released songs called Teamwork and Monsters, and earlier in the year, she collaborated with Johnny Orlando on Day and Night, which got an impressive 17 million views on YouTube. It seems like the Ziegler sisters aren't stopping anytime soon, and we can't wait to see more of their work. However, we do also hope that Mackenzie returns to her role of Lilly on Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn again. Josie. Josie only appeared on the first season of the show, but fans miss seeing her as she was one of the friendliest and bubbliest characters. She was also the kids' babysitter, and we guess that as time went on and the kids got older, Josie's character didn't make much sense to be there. However, Gabrielle Elise, the actress that plays Jodie, does seem to be pretty busy. You probably recognize her from her cameos on shows like Liv and Maddie and Austin and Ally a few years ago. In 2017, Gabrielle also had just a minor role in Modern Family. However, it looks like she's also a part of some bigger shows and movies. Of course, nothing compares to Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn, and we'd really love to see her return for the future seasons. Here's a little inside scoop we managed to find from the first season on the show. Apparently, the kids gave Gabrielle just as much trouble off camera as they did on camera. They made fun of her after she had a crush on one of the cute behind-the-scenes counter boys. She joked that one day she'll find a man of her dreams and it'll get ruined by the mischievous younger cast. Come on, Nickelodeon, let's bring Josie back on the show. Nikki. Let's take a moment to talk about the youngest and arguably the cutest of the quadruplets. Nikki is definitely the quietest and most well-mannered out of the 4. But of course, when you have 3 other siblings, it's really hard to stay away from trouble. Instead of causing havoc on the show, Nikki brings amazing cookies, which, quite frankly, is a lot better. He's portrayed by Aidan Gallagher, who's also just starting his acting career. Did you know he's had a small cameo on Modern Family? Nikki is as cute as a button, but so is Aidan. Did you know he also plays guitar, and he's such a good swimmer he managed to save someone from drowning? He also revealed that his favorite Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn episode is called The Quad Father from the first season. It definitely looks like Aidan is just as chill and well-mannered as his character on the show. He even said several kids are behind-the-scenes pranksters, but of course, Aidan was not a part of it. If you're not convinced that Aidan really is a sweet soul, here's something that will make your heart feel all fuzzy. When asked what is the best holiday present he ever received, Aidan replied, saying it's probably getting time with his family. See, his character is exactly like Nikki, and we bet he can cook, too. Dicky. Dicky is the second youngest of the Harper Quad clan, but probably the one who manages to get himself in the most shenanigans. He categorizes himself as the cool one of the group. Well, he's definitely the one that really cares about his appearance, and of course, the opposite gender. Dicky always manages to get himself in trouble and drag the other 3 along for the ride. He can sometimes be seen as arrogant, especially since he doesn't have any other interests or a hobby. But let's not hold that against him and talk about the actor who portrays him instead. His name is Mace Coronel, who's also known as Richard in Santa Hunters and Louie in Shoelace. Although he plays an arrogant character, Mace is a slightly more humble and down-to-earth type of person. If you're looking to see more of Mace, we recommend watching his YouTube channel, where he has over 100,000 subscribers. Mace said he'd love to see the show pair up with the Thundermans, especially since Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn is one of the few shows where characters don't have actual superpowers. We'd love to see that crossover happen, but we absolutely can't wait to see more of Mace in the upcoming episodes. Mace also has an important message to share with all his fans. He says to be happy, love yourself, and love everyone around you. Ricky. Let's move on to the second oldest, and the one that always fights for the leader position of the group. If you have a lot of siblings, you know what it's like. Ricky is smart and enjoys reading books, but unlike his younger siblings, he's not afraid of getting in trouble. After all, what's life without a bit of fun, right? He's played by Casey Simpson, who's most known for his role in Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's library. Did you know he's also listed as an additional voice in Despicable Me 2? Casey is one of the cutest child actors in real life. He's also very outspoken and super fun. Did you know that Casey's not a fan of s'mores? He said he just likes to roast them until they turn black and then just eat the crackers on their own. In one of the Nickelodeon interviews, Casey also mentioned his favorite song is That's What I Like by Bruno Mars, and he loves anything related to the beach and the ocean. We can definitely relate to this kid, and we can't wait to see Ricky in the future episodes of the show. While we're at it, here's a challenge for you. Try saying Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn 5 times fast. It's a real tongue twister, but we bet someone like Ricky could pull this off without a problem. Dawn. And last but not least, it's the only girl in the clan of quadruplets. Dawn Harper is known as the leader of the group, and as the oldest, she always fights with her younger siblings. She was born 4 seconds before the others, and according to her, she's 4 seconds older, smarter, and wiser. We have to admit, it looks like it's very hard trying to be a girl and having some privacy when you have 3 other siblings who are the same age as you. But Dawn, or better yet, Lizzy Greene, seems to manage it. Just like in the show, Lizzy is the oldest in real life. And even though she definitely doesn't have the same struggles as Dawn, she did mention that the cast sometimes does bicker in the same way as the quadruplets. She also has a YouTube channel where she keeps more than 150,000 subscribers updated on her life behind the scenes. Did you know that the show was Lizzy's first introduction to the real acting world, and she didn't even think the show would be this successful? What a dream come true. If your wish is to be an actor, Lizzy is definitely proof that your career can kick off when you least expect it to. We can't wait to see what projects Lizzy will have after the show, but we also can't wait for future seasons of Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. That's it for checking out the cast of Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Dawn. For more videos like this one, check out 10 Despicable Me characters in real life. See you next time.